So we are back here on Yukon Valley in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and back on the Great One Wolf Grind once again. And especially as we've now learned, there is a new Great One coming with patch 8.4 and the Scotland update. It's all the more reason to get back on this thing and see if we can get a second Great One Wolf before that update drops. Now, if you've kept up with any of the wolf grinding live streams, and to be fair, with it being hunting season, there's not been a lot of wolf grinding live streams, but it's been a little bit chaotic in terms of trying to figure out what we're doing with this grind right now. I think we got to a point where essentially we weren't killing enough wolves. We had managed this spot down, and I don't love that shooting, so we may be tracking already, though he's going down. Anyway, we had this managed down to a bunch of low levels, and we just weren't getting respawns. Like, packs were having males not show up, and once we went back to shooting wolves in this spot, things seemed to even back out. And for what it's worth, things like that are the reason I like to show one entire run at the start of these Great One grinding videos. Like, just to get to see, are things working properly? Are we getting the respawns? Like, what is the grind looking like? So, as we go along and kind of add highlights throughout, you can kind of get an idea of what we're working with as we achieve whatever those highlight kills might be. But Mythical Wolf down, honestly, not a bad track. Oh, that lumbar spinal cord probably really saved us. 37.98 little brown fur type. So, we have a new spot here, I think, since our last video. And it was actually a new pack that we just recently discovered. Looking like we are in good shape on there. Now, I know I just talked about, like, not killing enough wolves and adding some in. This is a spot, either way, that we kind of want managed down. Now, at the Wolfhead Lake, again, we're kind of changing things. This is kind of turning into a main zone for us. And I think a mistake I make far too often with Great One grinding is being unwilling to adapt the setup. Just dealing with it, leaving it as is, and often dealing with it as is when it's very much non-ideal. So, hopefully by changing these things up, kind of altering our setup, that's going to help. Did we just get a ghost bullet there? I don't really understand how we didn't hit that. Oh, 7, now we did hit it, and that is going to be a track. I suppose on the bright side, like, up here in the dead forest, there's not going to be a bunch of vegetation stuff to hide the track, so I think tracking on the four-wheeler shouldn't be too bad. Better yet, he's dead right here. About 200 meters from the tent. We gut shot him. Rather be lucky than good, I guess. We'll take that. Couple of not so great shots, just barely kind of scraping by, as opposed to tracking him for, I don't know, a kilometer. So checking in at our Great One Lake, there is this pack that spawns like behind the tent. We've got them all to 6s or lower, and because they're kind of in the way, I think for the most part, that's just a zone we're not going to worry about. This was where our Great One was. Got a 5, a 4, and a big 7. So we'll probably take that 5. This being a main zone, like, we have to shoot something in there, even though they're low-level wolves. At some point, like, wherever it's at, we gotta go for it. I don't think we needed that second shot. I've shot a lot of dead wolves on this run, just because, wait, I mean, you saw it. A shot that looks fine that doesn't turn out to be good is a real problem. So those two are side by side. It's a big 5 and a mythical that works for, hopefully anyway, quick follow-ups. That's what we like to see. So we got 4 out of here. 2 on this side. There is the, that would have been max system at 7, and then this should be the big 5. Not exactly the best size of wolf we want to be shooting, but it's in this spot. We're always going to go for the biggest 2, even if the biggest 2 are 2 level 4s. And we got these 2 side by side, and I mentioned earlier, like, doing an entire run just to kind of check in on how things are looking. I believe it is, I think this lake, where they've not always been showing up every run. Curious if they'll be here this time. Yep, they are in here. See a 7 and a 6. Probably those are going to be our 2 shooters. And just because, like, actually 2 6s, once we get up higher here, some of those pine branches are going to block what we can see a bit better. Probably those 2 just because they're so side by side. Get him before he walks in front of the 6. I don't know what, single lung maybe? Good enough. It was indeed. Right into the left lung, good enough. Got this one, 37.57, double lung. One more spot here in the Crimson Plain, and at least so far, I don't want to like jinx anything, but so far, we got like males in every zone, and wolves showing up when they're supposed to. They're even here. This is another one that's a little bit less than consistent. Got a 7 and a 6 again. Hop up here in the tower. 7 on the far end, 6 up in there. So definitely we want to kill the level 6 first. Swing down to that. Love when they go aggressive. It just gives you a second to get that shot. Don't float. All right. There's side by side under the moon here. 37.42 single lung. Guess that was the one that ran a little bit. Double lunged that level 6. That's a silver 6, by the way. Now we're up to the swamp, and things usually up here are pretty straightforward. So we got a mythical in there. A couple of females, another mythical. And this spot beside us, there's more wolves that spawn in there. We had 2 legendaries here on the last live stream. Looked like a 7 this time. And like ultimately I kind of want to shoot that spot down, but they keep spawning big ones. Every now and then we get a chance, like if they run the right direction, we just go for that. Alright, let's get that. That's kind of an awkward angle. That guy was drinking, makes it easy. Perfect. And just like that, 2 more spots to go. 38.45 mythical. The other one is a 37.99. There we go. I feel like almost every single one of our grinding videos, we've had a level 9 on the very first run. 38 to 40s. I feel like I'm going to just jinx myself here. I'm going to say it anyway. 38 to 40s have been pretty kind to us. Typically they make it. Just need to, oh my goodness, make the, I didn't even shoot the right wolf, make the shot. Okay, so that female we hit, we're just not going to claim that, and we should be fine. Thought for sure that was the 7. But we got the important one. First 9 of the day. Oh, dang. Alright, so I'm recording this after the last wolf grinding stream. The very last diamond we shot was also max weight. 39.98. Max weight diamond wolf. Definitely taxing that. That certainly feels like good things are happening. I mean, 2 max weight diamonds in a row. Hopefully the next one weighs even just a tiny bit over 80 kilo. So last pack. Are we late here? We're way late. 318. I don't even know how they're still around, actually. Did not realize that. So it's 2 6s that are basically side by side. If we can... I think we're just going to go for the 1, actually. Didn't get the lead right anyway. That'll be enough to bring him down semi-quickly, and had I realized and changed the time a little while ago, we'd have probably been just fine. And so frankly, a mistake-filled first run, but within that, hit him right in the jaw, by the way, we still managed a max weight diamond, and I guess 2 male wolves that we should have shot ultimately got away. 1 wolf that didn't get away was on, not the most recent live stream, but Friday's Twitch stream. Things for these Great One streams always seem to happen on the Twitch streams. This one, though, was one for the ages. Hey, there's a 9, finally. Ooh, wait. Is he rare? Oh my god. Is it melanistic charcoal? Hold on a minute. I'm not getting tricked again, right? That's something. God, okay. I don't know anything about these estimates. Is he max, or is he gonna troll me? Or maybe they don't score top or bottom of the estimate? All I know is I ain't killing him from here. Let's go over there. Shoot and ask questions later? Well, I want to shoot from a place that I'm feeling very comfortable, because I haven't had a dang rare this entire time, and like legitimately, I'm a little bit nervous. Dark gray? Is that what it is? If it's dark gray, they're far more obvious than I thought. Okay, that's 100. He's attentive. Just gonna go prone. No need to spook him. How's he standing? That's good enough, I think. When he lifts his head. Just punch that right in there, drop him. I really hope it's melanistic charcoal. If it's dark gray, I'll be happy enough with that. But whatever it is, that's really cool. Now we just gotta hope he makes it. That is, I think that's mellow charcoal. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, go screenshot this. Everybody cross your fingers. Yes! 39.56. Our first, as we're close. Our first new rare is a super rare. That's crazy. 39.56, he's a good one too. Well, I still want the acromelanistic, but the whole reason we're doing like another Great One grind, to be honest, is because I have one of the new rares. That's sick. I don't even know what we're gonna do with that. Something good. Heart and double lung, dude. We've just been struggling to get a rare this entire time, and then finally one shows and it's a super. That's wild. So yeah, a super rare Grey Wolf as the first true rare from this grind. And I've talked about it a bunch. Up there in the swamp, it would have been at this particular spot. We had a melanistic wolf, but literally he was there as we were setting up the grind. It's not an initial spawn. They didn't like pop reset wolves, but it was an initial to this grind anyway. The first rare that spawns as a result of our wolf grinding ends up being a super rare and a new fur type in the melanistic charcoal. Just insane that ended up happening. And honestly, just because it was that special, like a super rare that I really wanted, because it's one of the new furs. Had it been Acromela, I would have probably freaked out even more. But melanistic charcoal looks awesome, super rare wolf, and for it to work out like that, and of course be live on stream, it just makes it that much more special. So now, as per usual, we will spend some time out here shooting wolves, see what else shows up. Hopefully a 10 Fable shows up, and we shall find out. There we go, another level 9, although not a stellar estimate. 37 to 39, still a possibility, but not a really high possibility. Got a mythical next to him. Last time we shot a 9, nothing good happened, so let's just kind of take our time with this. There we go. Can he somewhat open up that chest cavity? That turn probably works. Felt way better about the shot on the mythical, actually. We got the 9, and we got the 8, good deal. And actually, I'm not sure which is which. That's the mythical. So the 9 ran up the hill past the tent, maybe? Oh, there he is. So, I think only one 37 to 39 estimate has made it for us thus far. I can say with a pretty good degree of certainty this won't be max weight. He is not max weight and not a diamond. 38.97, fairly close. Happy enough with the shot. Single lung as he was kind of standing there facing us. So 2 9s today, 1 max weight, 1 not even diamond. That looks a little better. 38 to 40, another 9. I guess that 5 up there, if we can get to, probably is going to be the second one we shoot. He's stopping broadside. Get that in there. That should be good. And if these stay, and it's a big if, maybe, I guess we can get the 6. They're just kind of standing there fleeing. Oh, there's a mythical in there. Probably would have been better if we got that. That feels like asking for tracking, so I think we'll just be good with that. And got a claim intent. Now I do not know which this is. That's the 5. I think the 9 probably should have been double lunged. So I'd say he's probably close to where we shot him. In fact, he's real close to where we shot him, if you know what I mean. Close to where we were standing. There is the 6 that we shot that was just kind of standing still. And we're still going to get back there before the 9 floats over. And slowly but surely he arrives. 39.22, so moving back in the right direction. Hard shot him, in fact. How'd he end up in the water? Was he that close to the water's edge? Maybe. Actually, the blood was pretty close. Either way, 2 to 1 now, diamonds to trolls. Man, it sure feels like we're moving in the right direction. 39 to 41 this time. I mean, guaranteed diamond? Estimates have been moving up. Unfortunately, the level has not been. Let's, just because that could well be a really big one. Wait till he stops. Don't walk by the other ones. Thank you. That felt pretty clean. Nice. So I think, at least, this should be our 9. It is 39.57. Moving back in the direction of our max weight from earlier, double lung that. I've been taxing like 39.8 plus, so as you can probably imagine, we've had plenty of diamond wolves by now, so not going to add that one to the trophy lodge. We do have the mythical here. This guy, 38.47, he's not bad himself. No way. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's make a good shot. What's going on? The only rares we've spawned are 9s. Somebody help. Okay. That has to be albino. Okay. I'm fine. I promise. I was so not ready for that. Alright, they're alert. Let's zero this for 150. And hopefully... calm down for a second. I'm gonna let them calm down. See if, maybe I can regain some level of, heart rate being normal. And I'm not shooting him till he's broadside. I will sit here and wait. 38 to 40 is the same estimate, I think, as the, Mellow Charcoal. That's nuts. Oh, what in the world? So they do, you know, a lot of moving around. He kind of is quartering a bit. But I think that'll be fine. Prone here. Just need him. I kind of want him to turn away again like he was, like that. Drop him right there. Keeps the head out of the way. There's no way we could have had a skull shot. I don't know if any rare wolves have that correlation, like score top of the estimate, bottom of the estimate, anything like that. All I know is that is an albino level 9 laying right there. And I am crossing my fingers when we go to claim this. Look at that. That is just unreal. Alright. I'm not going to take a screenshot because I'm too afraid of something weird happening and crashing. Crossing all my fingers, please. Yes! 39.64 albino diamond wolf. What is happening? That's impossible. Okay, let's just text that, get that out of the way. I'm gonna take a couple thousand screenshots, I think. Literally, the melanistic charcoal was supposed to be in the last wolf grinding video, and the reason it wasn't, frankly, I've been hunting like a ton in real life, and I just didn't have time. Like, I was way too tired when I got home, figured I would just upload the video as it was and do this one, and add the melanistic charcoal in. And we find an albino diamond, which frankly, I don't know, is that cooler? Maybe. It kind of looks it, as we're going along. He's nice size. I think the melanistic charcoal was what, 39.2-ish? 39.64, albino diamond wolf. It's just, I don't even know. Our super rare luck here in 2025 has just been completely ridiculous. There's no other way to describe it. Like, I think we got 3 super rare fallow before a singular great one. We've had 1 great one wolf and now 2 super rares on this grind. Mule deer, we got, I think, 2 of them. There's the random widgeon we shot by accident. Just crazy. There are 9s everywhere right now, and I'd like to think that means good things are happening, especially given that not all of them have been common. This one, 38 to 40 once again. That had to be a ghost bullet, right? Almost had to have been. I felt like that shot was just fine. We've been running into that a lot, and I don't know, half the time I don't notice it, but usually it's the first shot. That was the second shot. Looked pretty clear to me. Our 9 is laying right behind the tent. This one is a 39.27. It's funny how much less hyped the reaction is, just moments after killing an albino level 9. And why not? One more level 9 for the road. I was going to actually end here anyway. 37 to 39 feels like there's a good chance we're ending on a troll, but I mean, we're going to go back to the trophy lodge regardless, so we'll make those 2 shots. I think make those 2 shots. That was pure luck. Like, literally, just natural weapon sway led us right to there and he stopped. Given the events of today, not that surprising. So we have level 6, I think anyway, laying here. Indeed, we have level 9. Pretty close, 38.99, 0.01 off of making it. But, not gonna be really all tore up about that. We have 2 super rares. I don't even know what we're doing with the albino yet. To go back and take a look at in the trophy lodge. So on the live stream with our Mellow Charcoal, we already placed this guy. He was 39.5, a little bit bigger than I remembered. And what we did was we have the Mellow Female Wolf, we have the Melanistic Plains Bison, and then Melanistic Charcoal for the wolf there in this multi-mount. And I like how that turns out. And like, I never figured we'd get any super rare wolves, to be fair. Like, I planned on putting a second Great One Wolf in this multi-mount, and then, you know, we'd be all good. I wish, especially now, this multi-mount was like all 3 male wolves, because that could be nuts. I'm really not sure what we're gonna do with it, though. I hate to just put it on the wall, but like, maybe temporarily? Take down our poor little albino Iberian, because they don't look that insane anyway. 39.65. And yeah, at some point, I feel like we're gonna have to do something different with that. But we have him. There is in here a super rare Iberian winter wolf, so why not? They're kind of in the same area. Great one wolf and another super rare back there. This is a pretty insane wolf room, which wasn't exactly the plan. I don't know if I like that pose. Maybe we'll do that same one. It's actually really cool to see that, like, the difference between the male and the female wolves, very evident. With, I believe, identical, just mirrored poses. A lot more, like, fur and stuff around the face and the neck of the male. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, literally just went out to do a wolf grinding video to kind of feature the melanistic charcoal, and we get arguably a better super rare just going out and doing that. Not sure where that great one's hiding, but I've said it many times in many different contexts. If we're getting that kind of stuff, just as we're out here trying to get another great one, no problem. We will spend a whole lot of time trying to find that great one. The point had been to get an acromelanistic, by the way. Got a couple of rares now, both being diamonds. No acromela yet. We'll see if one shows up, if it's a night as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.